And yes, we are back. We are back 2 weeks after we did the intro show. But if you were here, I said it was bi weekly, and 2 weeks later, we are back, folks. So if any of you are wondering, where is Flawless? Short answer is I have no idea. Long answer is he'll probably be here for the next stream. But yeah, so this is the Courtside Commentary Podcast. We talk about the beautiful association known as the NBA. So we did a preview stream a couple weeks ago. It was like 6 or 7 of us in there, just kind of talking hoops. And we are back for the follow up episode. And I didn't want to start late. So, instead of just kind of leaving you guys in the dark for a couple minutes, it's just me on my ones. See, Flawless says he's here. So, I don't know, guys. But, yeah. So, we're back. We are back. We're about 8 days into the season. As we are talking currently, it's like 11 p.m. UK time. So, I think the Celtics and Hornets are about to tip off. So, that's actually what I've got on my screen. You may or may not be watching a different game on your end if you're even watching basketball right now at all, which is completely fine if you're not. But yeah, so shout out to all of you. Run the likes up. This is going to be a consistent show, like I said. So our next stream is going to be November 15th, which is a Friday, 11 o'clock UK time. But yeah, so all of you, we're just trying to get back to our NBA thing. I'm wondering if any of you tapped into the playback to watch some games so far. So if you have, let us know if you like it, if you hate it, or anything in between. But here I am. I'm assuming we're going to have people trickling in here sometime soon. But until then, guys, if you have any questions, you guys just have any general thoughts about the NBA season, because I have a few at the beginning of the season, but I'll wait to kind of bounce them off somebody when they show up. So YG Senior says, "Big up the chat," which I guess this isn't Jez, so that's super funny because Jez's name on Twitter used to be YG Jez. So shout out to you. But yeah, everybody, we're here. NBA, none of this football nonsense. Although I'm assuming a large portion of our NBA audience also doubles as Manchester United fans. So you guys probably actually have some news to talk about for the first time in forever. It's funny how that works. Text saying this rookie class is mid. I'm going to be honest, man. I guess they're mid. I guess that works. Ooh. Flawless is currently trying to change the background for the thing, guys. So if some shit pops up and goes away, that's what's happening. But the rookie class is mid. I guess it is. But like, wasn't this draft class not supposed to be great, anyways? Like, but also if you're going to be the draft class that comes after Wemby, I don't really know. Like, it is what it is, right? But yeah, guys, I guess it's mid, but I'm gonna hold my hands up, guys. I'm a Phoenix Suns fan, so I also just got back from Hawaii, so I haven't like dedicated a bunch of time to watching other rookies play that aren't Ryan Dunn. So I have no idea. They could be awesome. They could stink. They could be the worst rookie class that's ever been drafted. I have no idea. What do I make of the Suns? We shoot more threes. We can defend better. And Nurkic is still terrible. So, I don't know, man. 2 like big comebacks in the last 2 days. That's been cool. I don't love 4 of the Suns' first 5 games being against the Lakers and Clippers. I don't know who made the schedule, but the fact that we've only played 3 different teams despite playing 5 games is kind of crazy. But it is what it is. And yeah, they got both their trips to the Clippers out of the way before November. So I sneaky hate that one, because that means they only have one more game in LA and it's not till March. So yeah, that kind of sucks. And that's funny because Now that I think about it, I'm going to be coming back for my cousin's wedding, so I won't even be able to go to that one. But whatever. So shout out to you watching. Leave a like on the stream. Leave a dislike. Tell us why you hate us. Tell us why you love us. Or if you're somehow perfectly in the middle of those things, tell us why you were so in the middle and what we can do to get you to swing in either direction. So there's 11 of you watching. That's dope. I just kind of wanted to start on time. I didn't want to get all the island time jokes in the chat. But we are here, and we are, hey man, this is day 10 of the season, technically, because they started last Tuesday. So we got about a week and a half of basketball to go over. But yeah, man, like, I think the Suns will be okay. I think the Suns will be fine. I think KD is probably playing a little too many minutes, but guys are trying to figure out their roles, and Bradley Beal's been in and out of the lineup, so that kind of happens, you know. Mason Plumlee is a hilarious player to have on your team. Like, I like him, but he's just very funny to watch. But yeah, man, Suns look like they're doing okay. They're doing about a little bit better than I thought they would be, because I think we'd predicted them 5th in our prediction, our preseason prediction. If any of you were unaware, part of that like 2.5 hour stream or whatever we had done a couple weeks ago was us predicting the play-in teams, the playoff teams, and the teams that didn't make it in either conference. I think my hot take was KD MVP, which I don't think I believed at the time, but I just kind of wanted to throw something out there. But I mean, he's playing well, but KD's not going to win the MVP at 36, man. It's not going to happen. But yeah, man, big up to you. I'm good. I just got back from vacation last night. So I'm on Hawaiian time, like in my head, which is 3 hours behind the time zone I'm actually in. But no, man, I'm good. Vacation was cool. Watching sports out there is kind of hard because the latest NBA game tips off at like 4:00 p.m. And like while the World Series was going on, everybody's kind of watching that. So yeah, sports are over at like 6:30 in Hawaii. So that was kind of funny. But nah, man, vacation was dope. But yeah, guys, like the stream. It helps us out, gets it more visible. But this will be a bi-weekly podcast from now until the end of the season. We will be more consistent with it. The watch-alongs will still be occurring on the playback. So if you're not following Sarcasm City TV on playback.tv, then I would go ahead and do that sometime soon. I would assume we're going to be live for some sort of Lakers game sometime soon, considering half of our panelists are Laker fans. Actually, is that true? It's something like that. But yeah, man. So I'm seeing the Hornets intros on my TV. I really like their unicolors. I actually really do. They have a new coach. That's cool. They got a light-skinned coach, so fan of that. Because the old cranky dude they had last year didn't seem like he was making a difference. That being said, they're playing the Celtics. They're probably going to get smoked. But it's the NBA. You never know. Celtics shoot so many threes, they could shoot themselves out of a game and then right back into it 2 minutes later. So I guess we'll just have to find out. But yeah, big up to everybody. Love all of you. It's really dope to see you guys. And we are here to talk about some basketball for a little bit. So, homies in the comments, do you guys have any strong opinions or really any opinions you formed at all off the first week and a half of NBA basketball that you've seen? Do we have anything in particular that sticks out to us? But I did want to talk about this. I think part of the conversation about TV ratings, when you look year over year, is really concerning because it hints to a lack of appetite. But also here in the States, we did just have a Yankees-Dodgers World Series. So I'm not surprised that NBA TV ratings have taken a dip in the first couple weeks. But it's definitely a trend to watch. We'll have to see what ends up happening with that. Damn, we have a Derek White versus LaMelo Ball graphic. Didn't think I was going to get one of those today, but here we are. Derek White being a graphic-worthy player is certainly a nice development. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I'm not too worried about the ratings personally. It's it's like so many other things are happening in October, but I do think the NBA has created a problem for themselves with just the general lack of appetite or intrigue towards the beginning of the season for the casual fan. Like, if you're one of those people who stays up late to watch your team, you're probably gonna Jez, I'm gonna add you in. How you doing, my brother? How's it going?
I'm good. I'm at my sister's place, obviously, but I saw you guys went live, and I only saw you. Just thought, like, let me just join for like a few minutes, and obviously, I saw the title because I didn't know we were going to talk about the Thunder, innit?
Oh, I mean, yeah, like we're gonna talk about all the teams, but why wouldn't we talk about the Thunder?
Nah, because I saw it in the title, innit?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the Thunder are the only undefeated team left, so we kind of
No,
have to
I
talk
swear
about them.
Cleveland is undefeated too.
What's up?
I swear Cleveland is
Oh, that's right.
undefeated as
I
well.
completely forget. My bad, Cleveland Cavaliers fans. The Cavs are
Yeah,
all Cavs are 5-0.
yeah.
Ooh.
Nah. Now, what do you think about the Cavs? Obviously, I haven't watched every single Cavs game. I was able to catch a few of them,
I
but
guess they're shooting a lot better than they were last year.
yeah.
So, I mean, I would beware of small sample sizes with it being only 5 games. But obviously, if they're going to shoot better from deep, that makes them a much better team, right? But I
Yeah.
haven't watched like too much. Like I said, I've watched a couple. I would say I watched the Suns game in Hawaii, but that's not even true. Like the last Suns game I really sat down and watched like wire to wire was the game last Saturday against Dallas.
Yeah.
So as far as like other teams, bro, with like games coming on at 1 p.m. in Hawaii, I didn't really get to watch the Cavs too much. But
No, same.
I did watch the highlights against the Lakers, and it looked like they were just bombs away from three. So it's the modern NBA. But we picked the Cavs to make the playoffs in the top six anyway, so I'm not like surprised.
No, not same to be honest. I can't remember the fixtures that I can't remember the fixtures that they obviously played. Obviously, I know they played the Lakers. I think mistaken. They played the Knicks. Not yeah, they played the Knicks at Madison Square Garden as well.
They played the Knicks a couple. I want to say it was like Monday or Tuesday. They played the
Yeah,
Knicks.
early. It was early this week or
Yeah,
end of.
like Monday,
It must have been, yeah.
and they beat them.
Yeah, because I watched that game, and obviously I watched bits of the Lakers game, obviously, and
Mm-hmm.
to like to be fair, from the performance standpoint, I think they play good defense. Obviously, like you mentioned, they shoot the ball well. Garden has been actually for the games that I've been watching, he actually been having stepping up with his performances. Obviously, from Jared Allen, you get in your defense, but I think even Mobley, to be fair, he's been putting some performances in the. I look and say they look promising.
Hey man, I've had Evan Mobley stock since he got drafted.
Nah, like I mean, you're seeing them right now.
About time.
So like, you would think that's going to continue for the rest of the season. Which, to be fair, I do think because I think I had them. If I was double checks, I think I had them between like 4 and 6. I think.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, nah, nothing really too surprising from my standpoint of view.
But nah, really, for me, is that Seth Curry? Yeah, it's definitely Seth Curry. You can tell by the way he shoots it. For me, the main surprising thing was the way the Sixers had handled Embiid's knee, making it sound like they weren't going to have him ready for opening night, right? Because they were just being precautionary about his knee. But I guess he didn't get back into 5-on-5 work until today.
I did
Today
see a
was him and Paul George's first 5-on-5 practice together.
I swear I saw a report though, like not too long ago about him starting to get involved. So I'm surprised it was only today.
Yeah, like they made it sound like he wasn't injured at all, but I guess he was, or I'm not too sure what's going on. But for them to be kind of in this, because the thing about the Sixers is if Embiid and Paul George can't stay on the floor, obviously they're not going to have the easiest time just getting into the playoffs. You know,
Yeah.
you could say you think the team is talented, but like if they're not on the floor, like it doesn't matter, right? Oh my God, Jaylen Brown tried to dunk on somebody and it didn't work.
Wait, who's playing?
Eurostep. Why Luke Cornett is playing? Jesus, gotta love regular season basketball, man.
Who's playing right now?
I'm watching the Celtics and the Hornets.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the Cavs are playing the Magic on ESPN in the U.S., but Banchero's out with an oblique strain indefinitely.
Yeah, like I did see something that they said 3 weeks, but probably gets reevaluated later on. I know.
Yeah, the thing with the oblique strains is like that could be a while. We don't know, you know.
Yes, this is a shame because he
I
started the season strong.
I'm not gonna watch the Paolo Banchero's Magic versus the Cavs.
Yeah, like I'll be honest. Obviously, shout out to Franz Wagner. Obviously, German. Shout out to Germans, man. But I'm not watching Cole Anthony, Franz Wagner, and Anthony Black, man. Common.
Hey,
Like,
time to shine. Shout out to you, my brother. I hope the Raptors are doing all right. I think they have a couple wins, so that's dope.
Yeah, but I spoke with Alam not too long ago. He since after the Scotty injury, he said full tank season upon them.
That's right. Scotty Barnes got hurt.
Yeah, so yeah, on the
they have one win. That's tough.
Huh?
They only have one win. That's tough, man. It happens. It's all right.
Nah, but what's it called? Did you speak on the Bucks and the Sixers in terms of what you think about them at the moment? Like I said, Scott.
I think the Bucks situation is super nasty.
Like I try to tell this fellas on streams for like you have to remove the Bucks from the watching list because it's nasty basketball. It's nasty basketball over there. I'll be real, and like Chris Middleton, I think he can change certain aspects of the game, but like shit, like when you have Dame looking uncomfortable in what you're trying to do, when he starts like we're only a week in, and I'm already seeing rumors about Giannis leaving.
Bro,
right, man.
Like I get it. Adrian Griffin might not have been everybody's favorite coach, but they were 30-13, and he got fired. And they brought in Doc Rivers, and shit hasn't gotten better. And I would like to welcome to the stream for what I believe is his channel debut, unless he knows Flawless somehow. LQ, my brother, how you doing?
Hello, Peter. How are you doing?
I'm good, guys. We found a Washington Wizards fan, unironically.
Hey,
and by we, I mean me in a Chelsea group chat. But that's going to be the last time we ever reference that place on this channel.
Yeah, that's hell.
So yeah, man. LQ is a Wizards fan who actively watches games. So you guys who support random teams in the Eastern Conference, LQ is for you. Okay. We have like a horde of Raptors fans on this channel.
Shout out Raptors.
We're not watching Grady Dick and whoever the fuck play. But LQ's a Wizards fan, so we could talk about it, guys.
Talk about the Wizards. I don't know if that's worth talking about.
I mean,
I'm a deal. You're talking about any team.
Are the games more fun than last year?
Yes.
All right, that's good. We'll take it.
I mean,
I see Bilal Koulibaly doing his thing. Like I think last game or so.
Yeah, Bilal Koulibaly, he's averaging 18 already for the season, and like people have said he's got the ceiling of a like Kawhi Leonard build, not Kawhi Leonard's ability, but Kawhi Leonard type of player, and he's looked really good. Our rookies look good as well. So I'm happy to lose while playing like this right now. But we're 2-2, so maybe we won't lose.
It's on then. You're better than the Bucks.
Yeah, definitely better than the Bucks.
Right.
That is
like nasty. That might be the nastiest situation in the league.
The Bucks.
That might be worse. That might be worse than the
Giannis got Drew traded. Drew wins the championship. Got Dame. Dame was trying to get to Miami, get sent to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Giannis might be trying to go to Miami.
It's disgusting.
That's kind of crazy.
I think it's that. I heard you talking Doc Rivers as well. Doc Rivers, I don't know what he's doing.
Bro, it's not even. But like, at some point, it can't be Doc Rivers' fault because they got Coach Budenholzer fired, right?
Yeah.
They brought in
Adrian
Adrian Griffin,
Griffin.
fired him
Yeah.
after starting 30-13, and they've
Yeah.
been under 500 ever since he left.
But I think they hired Doc Rivers to be a defensive coach, and the defense has gone worse.
Well, yeah, because they traded Drew Holiday.
They traded Drew Holiday. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
But like,
it got
even
worse.
in terms of like transition defense, though, like I think they're like the second worst defense. And if you watch the Grizzlies game last night, you can see the Grizzlies push the pace a lot of the time,
Of
and
course,
they're just not getting back, and it's pathetic.
the Grizzlies are the NBA YoungBoy team.
Yeah,
I think they are. Like, you have to run.
I
have
thought.
to run, and you
So
just
what
have
are the
to
Hornets then?
run. Otherwise, they will beat you.
What about the Hornets then?
The Hornets, bro. I don't even want to say it's an NBA YoungBoy team.
Because like, bro, like they have a couple of characters on that team too. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I don't even know what you would call the Hornets.
the Hornets are. I like the Hornets now. I think the Hornets have been in that bad period, and I think they're coming out with LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and Mark Williams, and I think that's
they shouldn't be this trash
to build off of.
The Hornets shouldn't be this trash, though. They shouldn't have been this trash for this long. But I do like Brandon Miller as a player. It really just comes down to LaMelo being healthy.
Yeah, literally.
But I do think though the addition, because obviously we traded them Trey Mann as well over there, and he's been averaging like 20 off the bench.
Yo, Jez, did Trey Mann have this AI gimmick when he was on the Thunder?
No, it literally started on the Hornets. I'm telling you, something's going down there in Charlotte. Like, it changes everybody.
Bro, Charlotte is a funny team.
Kramer used to have like usual fake cut.
Hey, you guys aren't watching
like
the Boston feed of this Hornets Celtics game, but the sideline reporter for the Celtics. I don't know. I might have. You know what? If you guys can find the feed and you understand what I'm talking about,
I'm not watching it, but let me see.
But yeah,
I have to look in.
Hey, you know what? The Bucks are old. Brook Lopez got his back fused together and got better at basketball. I've never seen that ever. He's the first person to have his back fused together and become better at basketball.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. He sold his soul for 2021, maybe, because he just can't stay on the court anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Dame has never been a defensive player.
Never. And they literally haven't got a perimeter defender now as well. Like,
it's crazy. I don't know why they decided to do that to their team and then turned around and fired the coach.
They got scared of Giannis. Something must have happened. Something must have happened. Like, cause like I keep saying it's like that. This Giannis guy, it's peak. Cause like obviously they've been asking for him. He's asking for the teammates. He's asking for the coaches. I'll say like something like this. There must be a common denominator, and I think he is part of it.
He has to be, because what are you going to be on? They're on the third coach in 2 full seasons.
2 years, yeah. And he's probably going to go soon.
It's not like that. Giannis hasn't seemingly gotten everything he's asked for, right? But like
exactly, like bro, he gave his older brother a career on the team too. Like.
That's true.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Giannis, even though he tore his Achilles, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I respect that though. Low key, I respect that. If I'm our franchise's best ever player, you're signing my brother. I don't know what to tell you.
I heard that in there, but it's kind of, like I said, it's like just a part of it though.
Contract or something. I don't think he needs to be on the real bench, but
they had him like all games on the bench. Like, didn't matter if he didn't. It didn't matter if he was going to play or not. Like. That must have been in Giannis' contract. Like, he needs to be on the bench for the first for the actual team, not the G League team. Like,
Seth Curry being an NBA basketball player is just so funny to me.
Seth isn't bad though.
Think about him like Thanasis, but he's like actually a playable player.
Yeah.
Every time I see him hit threes, I'm like, that's right, he's Steph Curry's brother. That makes sense.
And he's Del's son as well. I mean, it's in the blood.
It's just funny to watch him play.
Yeah,
and actually, brother was actually good, man. Like, come on, love to see him.
He's Steph Curry light, just lower version.
Steph Curry just much worse.
Yeah,
he's really just like light skin, not even JJ Redick.
But he's percentage wise. If you look at his percentages, he's one of the best shooters ever. Yeah.
No, the Celtics actually shoot so many threes. It actually bothers me.
It's Joe Mazzulla.
It just, I don't think I've seen them shoot anything inside the arc that's not a dunk this whole game.
One day, Jason Tatum will realize he's 6'9".
I don't think that will happen because it didn't matter last year.
One
No,
day,
I
he's
see.
my pick for MVP as well.
Our resident Lakers fan who's probably watched 0 games. How's it going? And it's not your
I know
fault.
if I
It's never
told
watched
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good actually. To be honest, I've watched some of the games this season. But you know what? I'm okay with it. It's still early.
Okay with
Good
it.
start for the Lakers, and then 2 losses on the road. I expect.
Bro, you have to listen. You
I
didn't
said
watch
that a
it.
lot,
right?
You only watched like one game. Don't listen to him. You watched like one game. I'm telling you.
I don't hate that, man. I've watched like 1.5. It's cool.
Yeah, but at least you know you're part of your team though.
I think they look better than I
On the
thought.
real, just on the real, like I would send Bronny to the G League. On the real, I would send that.
Hey, man.
I mean,
Look.
I mean, he is. No, he's going to the G League.
He scored his first 2 points the other day.
But he is. He's going. He's already been assigned to the G League.
Yeah.
What's God? We had to come now. It's on because it's just started off a bit early because like obviously we're in the group chat and we talked about the Bronny James thing and I told him that kid ain't good. Obviously, I mean I ain't trying to hate anything. I hope he can have a good career, but at this moment in time, just send his ass straight to the G League. So you know what? Like I said, story tells the story and that.
I guess how bad that pick ends up being will really depend on what the rest of the second round was looking like that got drafted around him.
Yeah.
Like if it
That's
turns
true,
out
like-
I mean,
the diamonds in the rough that they could have drafted, then
talking about second round because obviously one of our rookies, Jai Mitchell, he's been actually hooping to start the season, the 4 games so far. Like,
hey man, I'm not gonna lie, I hardly keep up with who even got drafted in the second round.
yeah, I'll be real. Unless it's a Thunder pick,
I don't know if I can name any.
But
We have a
unless-
big
unless
on our
it's from my team.
bench, Iguodaro, but we have Nurkic who has to play, so it is what it is, man.
Bro. Actually, you know what? Because obviously I got a dip soon. My phone's also dying. Like, I wasn't even meant to jump on because I only just saw Human go live. So I
Yeah,
actually
man,
have to
go
say,
be an unk. It's all good.
hey man, uncle responsibilities. But I do want to quickly speak on the Thunder though, because like I've just been seeing. I don't know. Like, have you guys seen like the quotes like Draymond been talking about when it comes to the Thunders? Like as of late.
What do you say?
Draymond on his podcast saying some dumb shit like somebody needs to be in charge or some crap.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
I watched that podcast. Honestly, it's like,
Yeah,
Well, I'm
like,
not gonna
he's
lie,
pretty-
I've never watched a Draymond Green podcast episode like front to back. I could
Nah,
probably say
same
I've tried.
with me. It's just 'cause, like, I saw the tweet obviously, and he was talking about. I think him and Baron Davis were on it, and they were talking about the Thunder in terms of how like after our matches when we win the matches and how everybody's like coming together instead of just one player, and saying how this team, because of that, the team looks soft and there's. Like this team needs like an actual leader and stuff like that. And I'm like, what's the problem necessarily that the team is doing an interview together? Because they were talking about what it takes to, because the overall point was to what it takes to go and win a ring. And I'm like, I don't think none of them have actually watched the Thunder's play last season or this season to the point where they can say that. Because like, and even what the project is even about, in my opinion.
if you're a serious NBA player, you probably don't have a ton of free time to watch other teams in the league every night that you're not.
of course.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right? So, like, for them to sit there and act like there's some sort of leadership issue when SGA is quite obviously the best player and the leader on the team is crazy as fuck.
Yeah, it's insane.
Do I think Baron Davis sits there and watches OKC Thunder basketball?
Hell no.
Of course not.
No.
Hell no.
No,
This is-
like I don't think
They're 5-0. They're literally 5-0.
there's one.
Four.
There's one person
Oh,
on
four,
the
no.
sheet
Yeah.
in the talk for all these awards and all these All NBA teams. There's one player. So to act like there's some sort of like leadership conundrum is weird.
It's just I think because obviously we obviously cruising so far this season, so far, and we're playing the Trailblazers today, so I'm hoping that we can make it 5-0 today. But now, like, if we're not even looking at our season, I'll be honest. Offensively, we've been kind of dog shit in my opinion. Like we're getting the job done, to be honest. But from a shooting perspective, I feel like SGA, he's not necessarily shooting great. I think J-Dub is not necessarily shooting great. But I think what makes this team what it is so far this season is the fact that the bench is just so good. Like, you got everybody on the bench who contributes. And also Chet, I think Chet really so far has shown like he's looking like he can. What is that?
He's my DPOI so far. I mean, we're only a weekend, but he's looked
like
incredible.
He's been solid. Like, he looks like he's taking the leap from last season, which I love to see. And one of obviously the conversation has been is that how he is not necessarily the type of player who wants to take a contact, but this season, especially the matches that I've watched, he's actually a lot more aggressive. Like, he's willing to take the contact whenever he wants to go up for a dunk or for a layup. And again, the defense has been impeccable in my opinion. His shooting has actually been great as well. So I love to see that. I just love to see that. And one of the most noticeable things I would say is that Lu Dort's 3-point shooting has been incredible for the season. Like, he is one
of those players though that eventually that he will average out at some point.
Yeah, and this is kind of like my fear.
It happened last season as well.
Like, see, which is the thing though, because like, I don't mind it, but
this is where I need J-Dub to kind of show. Is Isaiah Joe still on the team?
What is that?
Is Isaiah Joe still on the team?
Yeah, he's still on the team.
Yeah,
like,
he's still there though. Yeah.
He's there for the spacing. You know?
Isaiah Joe is the best random person in the league.
Hey, he got his back too.
Best random guy in the league. I've never seen him miss a shot.
I didn't know Isaiah Joe had hops like that. I thought it was just a shooter, and then out of nowhere he was dunking on people. He was just killing people.
And then this is kind of like, this is what I just didn't get. Like, this is how I knew
similar percentages, but like in my heart, he shoots 80% and Shamet shoots like 10.
I don't know.
But yeah, I honestly, like, the Thunder, the only new rotation player they have is Caruso, right?
Yes. Yeah. Obviously, Hartenstein's injured.
So, like, the Thunder have this thing that not a lot of teams do year to year, which is like actual continuity in terms of like roles and young players that can actually just perform in their roles and continue to grow into them and get better. Like, it makes sense to me that Chet's better because he's a year older, might have gained some muscle and like filled out his
second year in the league.
He's not going to be like a skinny white kid in the league for forever. He's eventually going to get like slightly less skinny, right? But you have a lot of guys who were kind of forced into these roles last year and stepped up. So it's not like the roles have changed too much. And with getting rid of Giddey and getting one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, a defense that was already good just kind of has room to get better. And the thing with the Thunder that I noticed in the playoffs is like their offense kind of stinks. Like, it's not great. They're not an offensive team, but their defense could kind of carry them as far as they want to go, and that's kind of their identity they need to lean into if they really want to be successful, in my opinion.
Because what I saw earlier,
Minnesota's offense, I also think stinks. I just saw LaMelo shoot a 1-foot running three, and that's why this team will never be shit.
If I was the Thunder right now, like, I think they could go as far as maybe second round. Maybe I'll go all the way to the finals.
Win this conference, brother. I'll tell you that. right now.
What is that?
The one that's win the conference last year. If anybody besides SGA could have shot well in the second round,
and that's the key part. And obviously, rebounding was a big issue, so we hope Hartenstein can help out. I actually don't believe, from what I have a feeling, I don't think Hartenstein will be a guaranteed starter. I think it's gonna be a thing where he comes off the bench at times, and some games he comes off the bench, some games he starts to, like, depending who we play. Because like, I don't think we had a consistent 5 for the first 4 games. I think there's always been like always a change, and now like I just like to start how far, because the defense been tough. I think we are currently ranked 3rd. I think we are currently ranked 3rd in defense, and obviously you mentioned earlier with the offense. I think we are ranked 23rd in offense, but in terms of ranking from like a net perspective, we are third. So it kind of shows how just kind of shows how good the team is.
Defense,
Like it doesn't matter like how many points we're down because we're locking teams down.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this. It is super interesting how Utah see a white dude projected to go number 1.
I decided to tank.
On the flag. Corporate flag, sorry.
Hey man, look.
I need the Clippers to be continuing to take shit because we have the pick in it.
Oi!
That's true. Do you have no? They have a pick swap. We talked about this last episode.
No, but because I checked it out because obviously
it's the right
these things are not guaranteed.
They basically have their pick. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's madness.
OKC would trade it.
The end of that Paul George trade, right?
They trade it. No,
we have it.
But you would trade it. Let's say the pick conveys. It's a top pick. You would trade it. Surely.
Well, if the Thunder get it.
Yeah.
I guess it depends what you could use it for, but that's like
this is my thing.
If you're a competing team,
I also have to see kind of what their team's looking like in 5 months.
Yeah, but I mean, looking at the team, like none of the draft prospects look like NBA ready. They look amazing, but they don't look NBA ready to go in and challenge for a title.
You could say trade it, but then like, what are we actually trading it for?
And that's I think that's the part of the conversation.
J-Dub gets you a superstar.
Sure, but Giddey straight up, who was a lottery pick, only got you like Caruso, right? So I guess the question is like, what kind of value?
Giddey's trade stock went down. His trade value went down, though, didn't it?
Yeah,
especially after the playoffs.
Yeah, it is. But
the point is, like, Sam Presti hoards picks like, I don't know, like they're orphans. Like, why would you? I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
is he gonna push all his chips in the middle of the table for something stupid like Giannis? I don't know. Maybe. Well, like they definitely have the picks to do it.
Giannis will not leave the Bucks.
No, we have.
Hey man, I think
this is as close as we've come to Giannis leaving the Bucks ever.
Giannis will not. I think Giannis would happily walk out of a burning building. Are you kidding me?
Oh, 100%. Like he hit him and his brother, 100%.
No one's taking his brother though.
Well, like,
it's going to be in the contract negotiations, man.
I don't know if the Thunder.
But if you're trading him, it's not. There's no contract negotiation.
Because they might actually just win with the team that they have.
This is because I think that's my point of view with this team. That I think Presti is just taking this time because I feel like he understands. Because I feel like from squad building aspects, I think he is one of the best GMs in the league. So I'm like, I was kind of like talking about it like not too long ago, and I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna just go and see how Presti just works with it. So I'm gonna go and have question marks if I don't see things that I like. But I guess you can only, I think you only get the answers once you get to the end of it. Because Shea after this season has like 2 or 3 years left. I think
3.
So like the window get, I think 2 or 3. I'm not 100% sure, but it is probably 3. But no, the window is obviously getting closer. Like I feel like this season is going to be a season where I think we want to see the progression of Jada. You want to see the progression of Chet, and see how far they go, and if they then go another level. Like, especially Jada, because I feel like you would imagine in a scenario where the Thunder trade for somebody, he would be involved. Dort would be involved. I think personally, I think Chet is untouchable. Shea's obviously untouchable. I think this are the only 2 guys who are untouchable in the team at the moment of time. So I guess this season is just another part of the progress in terms of seeing where the team develops into, and obviously hoping that in the postseason this time it's going to be better.
Yo, the Hornets are down 15. I cannot watch.
The Pistons are down 26.
The Pistons are down 26, or the Knicks are down?
The Pistons are down 26. In the first quarter, you're down 26.
That's so unserious.
They're unserious.
That's so unserious.
Do you reckon that they're tanking as well? Or
they can't. They can't. They can't.
They can't compete.
Didn't the Pistons have like the worst team, like one of the worst teams ever?
That was last year. Yeah. And the Wizards as well.
But
we started a rebuild though.
In one word, where do we think Giannis goes next? I'm gonna say Miami.
I'll be honest, I don't even know. Did they report what teams are
There's a
looking
lot more
for
than
him?
one word, brother.
Hmm?
There's a lot more than one word, Jez.
No, I'm asking the question though. Before I go into, I'm asking the question like, has there been reported which teams he's going potentially could go to?
Miami and Brooklyn randomly, but like that,
those
not
are the
really
two
a
that
source
we said.
report.
I think Miami. I think Miami done.
Yeah, Miami. Brooklyn. I mean, what is he going to do there?
Super random.
Is Giannis a Pat Riley player?
I mean,
he plays hard.
they have to.
No, it's not just about playing hard,
somebody,
though,
right?
Huh?
Like the final boss of the Tyler Hero trade rumors, right?
Yeah.
We thought
Tyler Hero for Giannis and what, 2 picks?
Hey,
Nobody,
Giannis,
only a couple teams have a lot of picks. That's the issue.
yeah, like also trading for a former MVP, NBA champion in their 20s is probably going to require like an ungodly haul of picks.
Yeah, that's the issue. The New York Knicks spunk their load way too early.
Hey, look, Mikal Bridges for 4 first-round picks when essentially 5 first-round picks.
And the swap as well. It's crazy.
Kevin Durant is crazy.
But it's nasty work.
I would have never done that. I just would have never done that because they're stuck with this team now.
I mean, they're 32 up right now.
So. Tell you, like certain GMs,
I think the team is good. To be fair, I think it's a good team. But like,
it's not a team that's gonna go and do the thing though.
Milwaukee, Miami have a terrible. That's kind of true, but again, like Giannis has 2 seasons after this season, right? So if he goes to the Bucks in the offseason and says, "Hey, I'm not going to extend, so you either trade me this summer or next summer," then it kind of gets interesting. Because he only signed an extension in line with what Dame's contract is.
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, Human, I need to dip though, so like obviously laugh again. Accuse some things first time speaking to you. Jess, obviously, big up Fats, big up Peter, big up the Charles, big up.
Big up. But yeah, guys, the Buck situation is super nasty. I don't love what's going on there. Somebody had mentioned it. Tex, you mentioned Denver. It's funny.
Denver. We need to talk about Denver because
Denver, nah, highly unlikely to be honest. They got Jokic.
No, he's saying what's happening in Denver. What's going on in Denver?
Denver.
People are talking about how bad the Bucks are. Watch the Denver Nuggets. It's not pretty at all.
Oh, I just saw Larry Nance smoke a lob. That was terrible. But no, this guy tried to dunk on it. That didn't work either. Sabonis. They scored. But yeah, Denver extending everybody from that championship team and them low-key being stinky now is super crazy to watch because the NBA just moves very fast. Like 2 years ago, the Nuggets were unbeatable and nobody could come close and everybody had to figure it out. But now that all those guys got their money, they're all still playing together and it looks like Jokic has to be Superman every night just for them to win.
Literally, there's a stat that says Jokic attempted 27 shots in 2 of the first 4 games they played. He only did that 4 times last year.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a situation to keep your eyes on because when a lot of people were talking the Western Conference this year, people were just assuming that Denver
would be the
Dallas and
OKC
Minnesota and OKC would be like amazing teams. But I don't think Denver and Minnesota or even Dallas necessarily are going to be amazing teams.
I think Dallas will pick it up. The Denver Nuggets, I don't know what the front office are doing, the Denver Nuggets, genuinely, because they're relying on Peyton Watson to somehow take a superhero jump. They're relying on Julian Strawther, apparently. I mean, I watched Julian Strawther in college. He's good, but he's not what you're expecting him to be off of the bench. I don't like if you look at the Jokic less minutes, every single rotation is negative. Every single one when he's off the floor. So they had one job to build their bench on the offseason, and all they did was sign Russ.
Hey man, DeAndre Jordan got another league minimum.
Oh yeah. Keep him around for a bit longer.
Hey man, I respect it. Not to actually play minutes, but just to hang out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, like Denver, They're in a weird spot though, because like they were either going to have to get really aggressive with trading guys and trying to rebuild a team,
But they lost KCP.
yeah, or just kind of let it run, right? Like keep your core guys together and just kind of try again. And maybe they're looking at it as like, hey, we have a ring. Let's just keep our guys together. Lightning might strike twice. If it doesn't, we kind of already won. So it's not like anybody's job is on the line.
I mean, they got the best player in the league, so they can always do something.
Yeah, like that's true. Like you can kind of fuck up a lot if you have the best player in the league on your team in terms of like roster building.
Yeah.
Whereas like if he was say like a borderline top 10 player, I think they'd be a play.
Yeah.
You
In
know.
trouble.
But
Really in trouble.
yeah, no, it's definitely been one other thing I wanted to talk about. Dallas looks exactly like what I thought they would be.
Yep.
A shit ton of points, and on the perimeter, not a shit ton of defense.
I mean,
they got offensive vibes, isn't it? Like they got Klay Thompson in their team, Kyrie Irving. Look at Doncic in their team. They got a bunch of shooters in that team, but where's the D, bro?
I mean, I guess they expected Najee Marshall to cover that.
I just think PJ Washington being their best perimeter defender, because Najee Marshall just comes off the bench, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's like a really bad position in this Western Conference to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that's right. Ben Simmons plays basketball, right?
Oh my days!
Apparently, he's back now.
Hell yeah!
Has he looked good this season?
I saw him make a layup. I think.
Nah, it's still the same. No, it's still the same though.
At least he's playing, man. I don't know. He like quiet quit for like 3 years.
Yeah, but I mean, when he's talking about coming back to his best, but Ben Simmons at his best is driving to the cup, aggressively passing. Now it's half court offense, not going anywhere near the basket.
Hey man, I really wonder what happened to that guy. Like that Hawk series when he was still in Philly, like low key killed his career.
Yeah, I mean, it was the whole team turned on him, and he decided to turn on basketball.
Yeah. But yeah, I have YouTube TV, so I have like the screen split into 4 games. So one of is Bulls Nets. I have the Magic Cavs. The Magic are down 18, so I'm really glad I didn't watch this game.
Yeah, I mean, because Paolo's out, isn't he?
Yeah, Celtics Hornets, and then I have Kings Hawks.
Ooh, Kings Hawks.
I do appreciate how random some of these matchups get. Like that is really fun to watch. But yeah, the Magic have 21 points with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go until halftime.
That's not nice.
So it's not great.
We got Raptors
France
now.
finally stepped up.
I'm watching the Raptors game on the road as well.
Are the Lakers playing or something?
Yeah,
we're playing Raptors.
Oh, okay. I was like, why are you watching the Raptors? No offense, Raptors fan.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's kind of true. When Jamal Murray like messed up his ACL, that did like short their window like a season or so.
Yeah.
He was
Okay.
2022.
Good question. If let's say Murray didn't have that ACL, would Nuggets be that contender in 2020?
No, he wasn't hurt in 2020. He tore it the next year. So,
2020 bubble Murray. That's conference finals. So I mean, they were a contender then, weren't they?
It kind of cost them like 2 seasons if you think about it. So yeah, maybe they just are coming to the end of like their run as like a title contending team, and it's just natural. But it looks really ugly.
But I mean, we've never seen All-Star Jamal Murray, and I feel like that has to happen at some point.
I don't think that's going to be happening this year with him shooting like 4 for 15.
Yeah, egregious.
I don't know.
Egregious numbers. Although when it was clutch against the Raptors, he was there.
Yo, the Pistons are down 33 points.
Yeah.
La hawla wa la quwwata.
Insanity. What? I don't know what. Who's their coach? Who's their coach now?
Not. I think it's Bickerstaff.
Oh yeah,
Bickerstaff,
JB.
Yeah.
Also, the Pelicans, they have Herb Jones missing a couple weeks and McCollum missing a couple weeks as well.
I watched a bit of the Warriors game, and yeah, I think you have to trade one. You have to trade Brandon Ingram. You can't trade Zion.
Hey man, they could trade Zion, but they won't do it.
Yeah, but I think you have to.
Free agent after the season, right?
Yeah, but
They're
yeah,
going to trade him. Then. They're not going to extend him.
but I think they need like you can't have a team of just wings around Zion. Doesn't work.
I don't think it works, but
It's literally Zion and the wings. That's it. It's just wings.
I wasn't high on them coming into the season. Like when we did our prediction stream, somebody was in the chat saying the Pelicans are going to kill it, and Zion lost weight and stuff. I was like, well, that's cool, but I still think they have too much of the same shit on their team.
Yeah, it's literally they just respawned the same player a couple of times.
Yeah,
especially when they had Najee Marshall there still as well.
I guess
and even Dyson Daniels still there.
If the Pelicans really aren't doing shit by the trade deadline, and I have no reason to think they will be, do they consider trading BI or do they just kind of let it sit?
I think they.
But who would even trade for him? Like, what kind of contending team thinks you're
scoring wing
away from winning?
Last season I would have said the Kings, but they've got the DeRozan now.
Yeah, like
there's nobody. The Mavs could have had him last season as well.
That's true.
That's true as well. But because didn't also the I'm not sure, because I don't think there is a contending team that I could do it. Yeah, that's the thing.
I don't. Yeah, again, like I don't know what team is like. Yeah, we're Brandon Ingram away from winning this shit.
I don't think anyone set that for this season or last season as well.
But it's like they're in a weird spot, right? Like they're just gonna lose them for free.
Yeah.
We have 21 likes on YouTube, guys. That's fucking awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys are incredible. So, we'll be here bi-weekly to talk NBA. The reason I don't want to do this every week is because I don't think there's enough storylines that pop up every single week to have a podcast about it. Right? Like, it's kind of nice. You have 2 weeks. Your team plays 6 or 7 games. Things can happen instead of forcing conversation every week. Because then I think we're kind of like forcing talking points, and I don't know. But I'm looking at the standings right now. The Celtics are up 15 on the Hornets at halftime. Or no, it's timeout. Just everybody's dancing on the court for whatever reason. I'm looking at the standings. Everybody in the West has multiple wins except the Jazz. So the Jazz are doing this tanking right, and they're getting that shit out the way. So I could respect that. I guess it's not really worth it to look at standings because teams have only played like 4 or 5 games. But the Trailblazers having 2 wins is surprising. Let me look up and see who
expected less.
Yeah, they beat they beat the Pelicans and they beat the Clippers. Oh wow. Shit. Okay.
Spurs have 2 as well.
As well.
They won last night and they won against the Rockets before.
Good direction for them though. Next couple of years they'll be back in the playoffs.
I think the Spurs are going to be decent this year. I really want that to be true.
I need Devin Vassell back before I can judge anything.
I didn't realize he wasn't playing. That's how much of a Spurs casual I am, guys. Thank you for upset at me.
Nice. I watched their game last night against. I watched it towards the end. I saw Wemby was on 5x5 watch. I watched it towards the end.
Hey man, Wemby's about to be second team All NBA this year.
We'll see. One of the top 3 players in the league. I don't know.
Huh? It'll be Jokic first team, Wemby second team.
Yeah, but it's not positionless now, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll say he makes second team anyways.
Maybe. I mean, there's no real centers. Like, they're gonna try to do some position, but there's no centers, is there? I mean, Embiid
you have to do the games. You have to do the games played thing to qualify, right?
Yeah, 65.
Yeah, so like it's really just AD, Jokic.
Oh, AD will be first team.
Nah, man.
AD is playing like an MVP right now.
Yeah,
where we're at right now, his performances have been MVP.
AD's not getting that shit over Jokic. I don't care.
No, I think Jokic is the best player in the world. But right now, if the season ended 1 week in right now, Anthony Davis would probably be MVP.
if the season ended after 5 games.
Yes, yeah. I mean, hypotheticals.
I mean, maybe. Let me look at AD stats. I could just be. I mean, he averaged 30 and 12, so potentially. But I feel like Jokic averages some shit similar to that, right?
I guess Jokic averages is like 29 and 12, something like that. But record
He's
as well.
31 and 12 and 9
Yeah,
assists.
record though. Record.
Jokic stats are kind of crazy. I hear it. AD's been balling. I get it, but
I'm not. Hey, relax. It's
you
only
know what? AD did finally beat Sabonis. So first,
hey, come on.
AD finally conquered Sabonis, so I can respect.
He hasn't conquered Jokic though since 2018 or something.
Hey, but like, you know what? It is what it is. I guess we'll revisit this when they play each other. But yeah, the Joel Embiid situation, I think, is super weird. Like, we saw him play at the Olympics, didn't look great, but they did win. So shout out to him and Team USA. Weird that he's even playing for Team USA, but whatever.
I mean, Hakeem Olajuwon did, so I can accept it.
Season. I just haven't done a bunch of research around it, but I do find it strange that we didn't find this out until the league launched a probe into this whole process anyways. Like, when was he going to play, or when were we going to get any information?
I think he is injured. I think he has been injured quite a bit, but I feel like they've tried to rest him more than they should have, and at the whole thing, they've just messed up the whole thing without meaning to mess up the whole thing. And my thing with Embiid is he's safe. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I get what you're saying.
So, like, I mean, I'm not a massive Embiid fan just because I think he, talent-wise, off the scale, one of the best scorers we've ever seen, especially for someone 7 foot. He's ridiculous, but he's not the type to take, like, if he feels a niggle, he will be out.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of that.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, the Sixers, I'm looking at their schedule right now. Like, he needs to get on the court before the end of the week, or they're going to.
And they've already said that he's not playing any back-to-backs for the rest of his career.
Sure, but like, they play the Grizzlies at home tomorrow. Then they have a 3-game road trip against the Suns, the Clippers, and the Lakers. If he sits for like another week, they could be like 1-7 by the time he gets on the court. And you never want to start a season like in a hole from a position like that, right? Because that could end up costing them like home field or a home court advantage, or even putting them down in the stupid play-in tournament, stuff like that.
But then he was in the play-in tournament last year. You might end up the same position as last year.
Yeah, and they lost in the first round. That sucked for them.
But then he came back not fully recovered.
I don't know, man. They got to figure that shit out, but. Yeah, it's definitely weird how Embiid just is not out there. Paul George is just like not out there. So I feel like it's impossible to even judge the 76ers team until they get their guys out there.
I think together everything fits, but it's just they've got 2 of the most injury-prone players in the league.
Yeah, it's definitely probably not how I would have built my team, but they were kind of limited with what they could do this summer and who was available. We'd like to welcome to the stream our resident Dallas Mavericks fan. So, guys, we got diversity in today. We got Washington Wizards and Dallas Mavericks representation.
Opposite sides of the spectrum.
So don't say that we don't care about basketball.
100%. 100%. Big up, Peter. How's everybody doing in the panel tonight?
Hey, man, I'm good. I just got back to being on West Coast time instead of Hawaii time is weird as fuck. But
I bet. Yeah, apologies for the lateness. Work ran late. So, but I'm here now. Yeah, did I miss anything crazy?
Nah, we just unanimously decided that Giannis basically killed the Bucks. Nah, nothing really crazy, but it's kind of nasty. Like, AJ Griffin might have been a trash coach. They might have just been winning on talent. Like, I don't know for sure, but I promise you, he's sitting there like, haha, I knew none of this was
grinning.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised
100%.
if Adrian Griffin's like hate watching the Bucks. For a coach to get fired,
I wouldn't be surprised either.
13 is fucking crazy. Like
Well,
I'm
what's
sure
going on
that's
with the Lakers?
happened, but not anytime I can remember.
Yeah.
So just everything that's happened to the Bucks since then, how cooked their team looks. Like
Bro, they haven't been the same since they won that championship.
Bro, like I don't see what they're gonna do short of like trading Giannis and trading Dame and just nuking it.
Bro, they just got to nuke that shit. Start over.
But they have all this
Like-
money tied up into all these guys. Like, are they actually gonna nuke this shit?
And how do you nuke with a top 3 player in the league?
That too, like if you nuke now, there's no guarantee. Like they might just end up like the fucking Hornets. You never know.
I appreciate you not saying the Wizards.
The Wizards never had like a. I also don't think the Wizards are actually in a worse position than like Charlotte.
Oh no! We had my friend here.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think the Wizards are going to be like in the playoffs in the next few years. But like Charlotte are in a position where they shouldn't be as bad as the Wizards. But like they sneaky or terrible.
Yeah, it's crazy because on paper they have the better team. Charlotte does.
Charlotte
So you
has
would think
a
that
team on paper, and I watch them, and I see like LaMelo shooting threes off 1 foot, fading to his left. And I'm like, well, what am I watching? What am I actually watching? Hold on.
Hey, that's just the state of the NBA today, man. It's
No,
not the
it's
same.
not the state of the NBA. It was so
LaMelo's different.
Bro, like I'd seen Grant Williams, LaMelo Ball, fucking Seth
I
Curry.
forgot Grant Williams was on the Hornets. Got sent out from Boston to the Hornets.
You know what I hate about the
To
Hornets?
Dallas to the Hornets.
The Hornets have the cleanest. They have the cleanest jerseys for no reason.
They really do, though. It's crazy.
Yeah, that light blue.
Gosh.
That light blue.
I just want them to be better. Like
I think the NBA works when the Hornets are trash, though. Everything fits.
I mean, you can they've also like never been good, so like that's
exactly. So it's just right. It feels right.
Yo, the Raptors are down 21 in the first quarter against the Lakers.
No way.
Yeah.
Team on Flag Watch. That's another team. Oh, we were also talking about how the Jazz saw a white person as a projected number 1 overall pick and got straight to tank. The Jazz
is quite well.
The Jazz are the only winless team in the NBA.
Like I said, this is exactly why the Jazz are where they at right now. Terrible decisions like that.
Hey,
terrible decisions.
Jazz
I'd go for Flag.
At Denver, at Chicago, at Milwaukee, at San Antonio. They're about to be 0-9, brothers.
Man, telling you, like it's nasty work, bro. Like you would think that they would have made better choices. Like they never should have let Spider go. They never should have let that brother go.
But that roster was constructed bad. That roster was Rudy Gobert and nobody else can defend.
That's true.
No, you get that. That's the thing. You get rid of Rudy. You keep Spider because those two were going at it. You keep your best player because Rudy was only defensive player of the year. You can get rid of him and you can get another big. You don't get rid of a player like Spider though.
My thing was they half decided to blow it up. You know, they decided let's blow it up, but not really.
And even then, like they got Markkanen, right?
Yeah, and then they just said go out, play, and then they realized they were good and said carry on being good. And then they were bad. 2 seasons in a row.
Here's an extension. They were like, well, why are we giving him all this money? What are we doing?
They could have got so many picks for him 2 seasons ago.
They could have got picks for him this summer.
Yeah, the Warriors wanted him.
But see, like, what do they do if they don't get Cooper Flag?
They get Ace Bailey.
I guess they're just cooked. I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
I mean, they still are cooked. They just gonna stay cooked. That's all it is.
I don't know, man. They drafted that Mormon, the guy with the Mormon wife, right?
Oh, what's his name? Filipowski.
Yes,
Carl Filipowski.
Dude, I looked into that situation. That was weird. Did you guys look into that?
Bro,
they left his family behind.
That is a weird fucking situation, bro.
Yo. For anyone who has no idea what we're talking about, like, what are these niggas talking about? Basically, Kyle Filipowski on the Utah Jazz, his girlfriend's like way older than him, and
She
I
used to be babysitter.
met him before he turned 18, something like that, and has like pulled him over to like the weird like Mormon side of like their faith. So he's kind of like cut off his parents and shit, and now he's on the Utah Jazz, which is hilarious because that's where all the
Perfect
Mormons.
place.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. That's literally the
Perfect
home
place.
state of Mormons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I don't know, man. But yeah, so it is what it is. She
Yeah.
finessed.
Did you ever watch Cal Filipowski in college? Duke.
I remember DJ Burns whooped his ass.
He used to like before last season he was good, and then I don't know what happened. I don't know if his girlfriend's his Mormonism got to him, but last season he was
I just
ass.
remember DJ Burns was whooping his ass in the Elite
Yeah,
Eight.
last season.
That shit was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Hey, I mean, he just need to get his head out his ass.
It was like
Ball.
imagine Zion only played below the rim. That's what DJ Burns was to me. I was moved. I wanted the Suns to draft him just off that. But hey, man, like
iconic.
Ed, thank you for being a member. If the Nuggets break it up, what does that even look like, though? Like, who's going to take these guys, and for what?
How do you break it up with the best player in the league?
Yeah, like I think they're
Hey,
kind
good
of
luck breaking the Nuggets up, man. Good luck
kind of
with
just
that.
They just gave Jamal an extension.
They just gave Jamal an extension. They gave Aaron Gordon an
Yeah,
extension.
Hey, let me tell you about the Cronkies, brother. Let me tell you about them because I know all about the Cronkies. Let's just say that they anything in American sports, they put their foot in it. You know, if you black, you know what that means. They put their foot in it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the prim, they like fuck everything. But trust, when it comes to the Nuggets, trust me, that is their golden child. They will keep
But the Rams
monopoly going. They are not gonna let that die out because it's been so long since the Nuggets have been good.
Mm-hmm.
Like keep that in mind. It's been since 2005. Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? They haven't been good since then. You know, so they are starving for success over there. So they are not gonna let that blow up. I promise you that.
But also, like, if you're the Nuggets, why would you feel the need to blow it up? You guys already won.
Facts. Just keep that
And
nucleus.
saying-
Only thing you gotta do is just maybe add a couple players.
I think they want to keep longevity. Like they want to have more young players, like Porter.
Well, like, why?
But that's the reason they look bad right now because they're trying to integrate Peyton Watson, trying to integrate Julius. Julius Randle's looked all right. Peyton Watson's looked rubbish this season.
Yeah,
And
like
it's like-
you're trying to force this transition to this younger generation that's not ready. It's hard to develop players in any sport and compete
While trying to be good.
at the same time. That's a very tough thing to do. People take it for granted all the time, right? Like, just for me, for Denver, like, they're never going to be trash because Jokic is still, like, probably the best person at basketball in the entire world. They're never going to be trash just off that, right? So to just bottom out completely and sell all these guys for 50 cents on the dollar doesn't really make any sense to me.
I mean, I think we are like the Nuggets have looked bad to start the season, but they are going to be a 50-win team at the end of the day.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because I think.
Go ahead.
I think they were. I think they're like a lot of the beginning of the season has been their 3-point shooting hasn't been good at all. Like there was that one game where Jokic decided F it and started chucking up threes against the Clippers and knocking them down. Where he looked insane. But when they start shooting, like in overtime against the Raptors, in overtime only, they decided to start shooting. And MPJ, for some reason, the whole season, like the first 3 games, decided he didn't want to shoot. When they're actually shooting, they're a good team. But I don't know whether it's a psychological thing. I don't know whether the players didn't come back ready to go straight into the season. But they haven't been shooting. And when they start shooting, I think they'll go back to competitor level. I just don't know in the playoffs if it's a sustainable thing considering how they played right now.
I think it's more of a thing that they just got to mesh, man. Once I feel like they still have that core nucleus. Once they they integrate new players. So once they gel together,
hold on.
chemistry.
I'm gonna do my job, guys. We just got rated by Marshall at FC. Shout out to you. there's 108 of you watching. A good portion of you might either be asleep or just generally confused at what's happening. This is we are talking about the National Basketball Association and all of the happenings. So if you enjoy NBA basketball or you just enjoy anything else that's not Chelsea Football Club related, then go ahead and like and or subscribe. Like the stream, dislike the stream. Tell us why you love us. Tell us why you hate us. Do something. Engage with the stream, guys. Close the mouths on the internet. Do not get fed, right? So drop a like if you like what you see. The subscribe button's there. All that stuff. Help us get to 13K or whatever the next milestone is. I'm bullshitting. It says 13K already. That's how much time I'm not here. So help us get to 14K. But shout out to all you guys. Marshall saying Flawless has crimes to answer for. Flawless is a Bayesian man. He will not be answering for any crime. So it is. Shout out to all you guys. And yeah, carry on. We were talking about the Nuggets.
Yeah, I was just saying, essentially, it usually takes time for new players to gel, especially in the NBA. It's still the cream of the crop. Usually it takes about half a season for teams to actually, get that chemistry going. And then that's when you really start to see the ball going, So I think it's a little too soon to be judging the Nuggets based off of, the first few games. Season just started. Give it a little time. Give it maybe like 30 games. And then I feel like they'll come good because it's the Nuggets. Any team that has Jokic, Jamal Murray, any of them ballers on there, they're gonna perform well at some point. And if you remember, Jamal Murray is also still coming off of that injury, so he's had a full season to recover or a full off season to recover. Finally got some game time under his belt. So the ceiling's looking up for the Nuggets. And once he gets his groove back going, scary hours for the NBA, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I think, especially he came back from injury, went straight to the Olympics, looked bad at the Olympics. He's still getting back into it. So that makes sense.
Hey, man, the Raptors are on 24 at the end of the first quarter.
24.
Not my NBA, man. Not my NBA. I don't know what to say.
Oh, Scott is out, isn't he?
Sure, but
so we've got Jazz and Raptors are arguably like the bottom. So we all agree the Raptors and the Jazz.
No,
I don't think the Raptors are
Jazz
that
are
bad.
another level, brother.
I don't think the Raptors are that bad.
The Jazz are actively running away from winning at all.
I think the Jazz are trying to take that mantle from what team was it that
Detroit.
went like? Yeah, 5 and like 80 something almost. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh man, they saw the next chosen white guy and they said, I need that.
He wears New Balances, yes.
I need that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's the one thing I hate about the NBA is the fucking tanking, bro. I can't stand that shit, man. Like I understand it because of lottery and all that, but it's still annoying.
It makes it hard to watch. And the thing is, like the Pistons were diabolical last year and got the 5th overall pick.
Yeah, it happened twice as well.
Yeah, like it's not a guarantee that you're gonna get these players. But hey, man, if that's what they want to do, fuck it. Because the Jazz were like in a playoff position last year, and then around the trade deadline, they're like, all right, fuck it, shut it down. And then like their last 20 games, they went like 3-17 or whatever. I was like, all right, fuck.
But I mean, in the West, you don't have to do much to be a low seed anyway. That's why you don't have to tank this hard. The West is hard enough as it is to get any wins.
They're not even
get high.
That's the part that's cool. Yeah. They said from night one, nope, we're losing.
Straight down.
I was like, all right. But yeah, guys. So this is kind of what we do. There's 111 of you in here. That's really cool. But yeah, guys, we talk ball most of the time. There's football content on this channel. Flawless supports Manchester United, so do with that information whatever you will.
Disgusting.
If you want to dislike
and also
us,
Orlando Magic fan as well.
What was that?
And also Orlando Magic fan as well for us.
That's like the 10th most important thing.
It's more of a sly. It's more of a sly thing. He's more of a fan of players. He's not a fan of a specific team.
Right now. Flawless is a casual Magic fan because I think his family. But he's not an actual like.
That's exactly what.
Wait, what you say?
Franz Wagner to Flawless. He's not gonna know who that is. Well, yeah,
The
guys.
Magic are losing right now, aren't they?
No, I'll disagree with Peter.
This is but we'll be here every couple of weeks. I guess I don't know. Does anybody else have anything else that you've noticed the first week or so of the season, or things to talk about that we probably haven't talked about? It's shit they want to get off their chest.
It's still early as well.
I'm
Even
pretty
I
sure.
think I said last
something.
like, do we do the awards thing again? Like, because I probably missed that. I think.
I mean, you missed the preview stream, so you just missed it, brother. I don't have to tell you. You just weren't here.
I think for me, that rookie of the year probably a bit of like conversation, isn't it? The rookie of the year.
I don't even think we chose that. Did we choose that?
Bob Carrington. Lock it in.
Ooh.
Bob Carrington, lock it in.
You know what, Peter? We did not. We did not.
Yeah, I feel like that could just be throw out whatever rookies on your team and maybe fuck it. Like,
Bob Carrington, lock it in.
that sounds like a made up name, brother. I'm gonna be honest.
He's on the Wizards, but he's averaging the most points
Bob
right now.
Carrington. Are you
Bob
sure he's
Carrington.
not he's not like an extra in a sitcom?
Nah, he's tough. Pittsburgh last year.
Hey, that name don't sound real, just like Oscar Bob don't sound real.
Hey man, Oscar Bob with 2 B's at the end. Don't piss me off. That's obviously obviously a fake name. That's obviously not his name, right? Bob, B-O-B-B. Get the fuck out of here. Let's do an extra B to try to throw us off. It's ridiculous.
Hey, it's absolutely ridiculous, man.
For
no reason.
Let's talk about it. How many light-skinned dudes do you know whose name is Oscar?
None.
Come on, man. Hey, you know
Zero.
what?
Literally zero.
We might need to review a birth certificate. Oscar Bob, you probably weren't expecting to get slandered on this platform today, but we shoot at anybody. It is what it is. Yo, the Hawks
open season.
What happened? You know what? Whatever. But what were you gonna say, Elijah?
I was just gonna react to what Ed said. He asked if we dunked on the on the Dwayne Wade statue yet.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I did see this. Not to gatekeep, right? Because like I probably could barely draw a stick figure picture if it came down to it, right? I'm not the most artistically inclined, but we need to have some sort of minimum standard of excellence for people who get commissioned to make fucking art. All right, I'm sorry. There needs to be some sort of minimum. That Dwayne Wade bust.
That's not Dwayne Wade.
Maybe they thought they were talking about like Dean Wade or somebody.
Dean Wade.
Like, I don't know. But like that's not Dwayne Wade.
I don't know. Maybe it's long lost brother.
Dwayne Wade does all that. Imagine you're Dwayne Wade. You're one of the best shooting guards to ever grace the planet, right? You do all that for the Miami.
Greatest Heat player ever.
And that's what they put out in front of the arena. That's ridiculous. That's
nasty work, man.
That's actually. I would feel insulted.
Yeah.
I would break it. I would grab it and I would just go like that. Nope. But yeah,
I would have sneezed and accidentally ran into it by accident and just broke that shit.
Oh, I would have done it. Like, you guys are trolling. Nah. I would have denounced the Heat, taken all the Heat pictures off my Instagram, everything. Nah.
Yo, like crazy. I'll be real. That shit is almost as bad as that Ronaldo statue. I'll be real.
No, it's worse. It's worse because it doesn't even look like Dwayne Wade. The Ronaldo statue at least looks like Ronaldo.
But I don't know why. Why would you have a statue of someone moving? Like, why would you have a moving statue? Is that not harder to make?
It is, right? Surely it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many other poses you could have done, and they didn't even get the pose right. His mouth's closed in the actual pose.
Look, man, I think I don't know. I don't think that statue is actually professionally made. I refuse to believe it. It's disgusting.
Yeah,
it's worse than Philly making
well.
statues for their players.
Greatest player in their history.
Hey, man. Look, so Jimmy Butler, that's what you have to look forward to, brother. Get out like Hey, look, yeah, this is the part. Dwayne Wade, it's like when it's what I imagine it is when like kids give you gifts on Christmas and you sneaky hate them, but you have to act like
You
you
have to
like
just
them.
pretend, yeah, really grateful.
Bro, facts. Facts.
Bro, it's disgusting. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
Miami
that bus is a disgrace, man. Desgracia.
While we're on the topic of the
It's a
Heat,
disgrace.
how the fuck is Tyler Hero still on the team?
No idea.
Pat Riley
Man.
has a
He fell
loving
off a cliff,
relationship.
man.
Tyler Hero survived trade rumors to every other star in the league. It's honestly impressive.
From James Harden to Damian
He's
Lillard.
so overrated. I can't.
I don't
He's
even
not
think
even
he's overrated.
overrated. It's just
A random guy.
they love him. Like nobody else recognizes him like this.
What is it? What? It's their golden child or something. They acted like as if that he's their golden child.
I mean, they call him Boy Wonder.
Like he's decent, but he ain't really all that.
He's not even an all-star.
Hey man, they're doing a close-up on Josh Giddey in the Bulls Nets game. Don't like that. Not a fan of that one. Don't like how that situation just disappeared. Didn't like that one. Not one bit. And he ended up in Chicago, so hold that.
Brunson already
Yep.
has 31. Whoa.
They got rid of him quick.
Hey man, they
With
traded
a
him for the ball.
quickness.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
keep that Shea PR up, man. The Shea PR.
You know your lottery pick. Fuck out
Hey,
of here.
listen, man. It is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You threw McCollum in a
What got
commercial.
rid
You ruined the CBA,
Mhm.
buddy.
You know what we need to
Facts.
talk about quickly?
What's up?
Quickly. Tyrese Halliburton has been dreadful.
Hey, look. No.
Hey,
You know what?
Calma.
You're right. No, you're right. You are correct.
He's been so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, he's on fraud watch right now. I'll be real. He's on fraud watch.
As a self-professed member of the Halliburton, I agree. I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed, right? Everybody's acting like Tyrese Halliburton, best young point guard in the league, blah, blah, blah. I'm expecting, all right, he's going to be going crazy this year. I see the Pacers score 135 points. I'm like, nice. I'm going to get a nice 15 Halliburton assists. I look at, and then he has 6, 12 points. I'm like, this guy's Chris Paul. But yeah, Tyrese, figure it out. I will not be helping you on the internet if you don't step it up. All right?
Facts.
This is what you young players that are not on the Suns need to understand. I will turn on you. I will sell my stocks. I will turn on you. And I will pretend that I never even liked you in the first place. But yes.
But my
100%,
problem
man.
with Halliburton though is he's 6'4", 6'5", and he can't score inside.
I don't get
I know
that.
you love him, but he can't score inside. Like he's a good shooter.
So do you think it's a matter of he can't, or he just doesn't want to, or he's scared?
Probably doesn't want to, scared.
I would hope it's not that he can't. I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't believe he can't do it. I just think he either doesn't want to, or he doesn't want to get hurt, quote unquote.
But
Like he don't like banging
anyway?
down low. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't-
Scared of that
isn't
contact. That's
Isn't
what
he
I think it
mostly
is.
a hamstring injury?
Pardon?
What's that?
Isn't Halliburton Mr. Hamstrings anyways, though?
From what I've seen,
he pulled it before.
Yeah, he's
Pulled it
pulled it a
last
couple
season.
times before.
And the season before, actually,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah, it's every year he has a hamstring or a fall
Yeah.
injury anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so that's probably one of the reasons
But
why.
to act like you can't go to the rim at 23 is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's mad. That's
It's not
mad.
like
I feel like he should be attacking. And it's not like he has to do it all game. You just gotta do it enough to where they gotta respect it.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I'm saying?
because they play run and gun, so they're constantly moving. And if everyone knows he's going to make the pass, then
Yeah, I don't know, man.
takes away his options.
I don't like it. I don't love. You know what? We're gonna hate check into the Tyrese Halliburton box score. Pacers are losing to the Pelicans without.
Actually, look, he's got 2 points.
I'm out.
He's got 2 points when they have 23. And he's got
They're
2 assists.
losing to the Pelicans, who have a starting lineup of Zion, B.I., Jose Alvarado,
Starting.
Jordan Hawkins, which definitely sounds made up, but is a real person.
Hey, Jordan Hawkins is mid-range king.
I guess. And some guy named Yves Misi, who's probably a rookie.
I don't know who that man is.
What the fuck in all the made up names is that?
Yves Misi.
Yves Misi.
Oh my days.
Oh,
what a name.
I don't know. But like all their players are hurt, so what are they supposed to do?
It's
What
like
position is he? Center.
Yo, I'd like to welcome to the stream our
Eddie.
our second Laker fan on the panel.
Yes, sir.
One was too many.
Eddie, Mr. Eddie. Not gonna out your last name here, Eddie.
Thank
But
you. I owe some people some money, so I appreciate you doing that.
hey, man. Times are
Big
hard
up,
up
Eddie.
there. Times are hard up there in Oakland, Eddie. It is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
Hey, Eddie, by the way, you thought you had a second victory of the season over the Suns on Monday. Hold that.
Good to see you too, Peter. I can see you're in top form already, so it's gonna be a good.
Man, hey, before-
Hey, I can't lie, Eddie. They're all some anyway. So
That shit hurt. That shit hurt.
I'm Eddie. Eddie, you want to know? You want me to be completely honest? When I called the Uber to go to the luau with my girlfriend, we were down 26-8. So I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And then, like halfway through the luau, I went to the bathroom and checked my phone, and we were winning. So I started talking to all my friends. But I didn't watch the game.
It got ugly real quick, man. It was like
I saw that we won. People on Twitter were talking about Ryan Dunn locking down LeBron, so I just went with it. I don't even know if that happened.
I mean, he's
debatable.
got 10.
Debatable. He had like 11 or 10 or something like that. He looked old as hell. So
hey man, he's turning 40. I get it.
He did his that rookie is a player though. I'll give you that. He could play.
I would tell LeBron to go home and be a family man, but his family's on the team, so I don't know if that applies anymore.
Hey man, first family and podcasters on the same squad. Holla at us, man. We know how to do it over here.
That's right.
Well, you happy with JJ Redick?
Oh, fuck. It was getting cool.
Eddie, you happy with JJ Redick so far?
Yeah. Bro, I was dealing with pockets over there just posted up on the line, just not doing nothing, bro. It was tough out here. Just watching LeBron go 1-on-5, then AD gets the ball for like 4 seconds left of the shot clock, and they're like, how come AD can't score any points? What's going on with AD? Bro, the whole thing was a mess. This is actually like suitable for NBA basketball, like movement.
You can watch it at least.
Yeah, I could. That's exactly it. I could actually watch it. I could watch it. Like, we can't shoot worth shit though, so it's like we're gonna have games like we did against the Cavs where we miss everything, they make everything. We're starting D'Angelo Russell in 2024, so that's another thing we have to go across. But
you could have beat the Suns though on that if you made that free.
Yeah.
I have a real question though about the Lakers. Because I've noticed this trend outside of the last game and probably tonight when they're going to have a lot of garbage time. The bench doesn't really score points.
Who is the bench?
So far this season, the bench isn't really scoring points in like real minutes, right? Is that going to be a trend that goes all season, or are they going to reverse that?
No, that's going to stay as is until they make a change. Because those players are just not good enough.
The bench isn't good.
I hear it, but like
only Dalton.
A lot of burden on LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
To like win. I feel like some games the Lakers will just lose because they get nothing off the bench while other NBA teams do.
Yeah.
Like we don't have the strongest bench by any means. Don't get me wrong. Our bench is not like some sort of high level thing. But I think we're averaging like 28 bench points a game. I was looking yesterday, or it was a couple days ago, and the Lakers have only scored above 20 bench points in one game, and it was the game against the Cavs when they had like all the garbage time.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And Dalton, I swear Dalton had 18.
Yes, but he had like 2 when I last checked on the game with like 10 minutes left. Just went in there and started going crazy.
Yeah, it was garbage time, bro. Like that bench is absolutely awful, and
It
so
don't connect. And what? Gabe Vincent?
thing is, our bench is not probably like in the top 10 bench for the whole Western and Eastern Conference though. I think we're probably like around rank 20 at least for our bench.
I think your bench is like 30, brother. I'll be honest.
honestly,
I think it's closer to 30 than 20. But I don't want to hate.
the only thing, but he's not even gonna help. Like with Vincent. Vincent's like a smaller Jared Vanderbilt where he does everything but score. And off the bench, like
I know at Miami. In Miami, he could score.
yeah, we ain't got Miami Vincent, bro. This is I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, hey, he bamboozled. He bamboozled
Yeah,
for us.
man. He's a Northern California guy, so I root for him, but goddamn, bro. Goddamn. So yeah, though the starting five is what it is. Like it's always been a good starting five because all five of them know how to play offensively. So they're gonna put up points. Like when we win, pretty much everybody in the starting five had at least 15. When we lose, somebody was tricking off. So that's the Lakers in a nutshell right now. Coaching wise, they've improved. Player wise, it's the same old story. Like they're not.
I'm not
that
convinced
nice.
by JJ Redick yet, though.
That's
I
fair.
think-
That's
I
fair.
think he's still in his phase of let me take every coach's play that I've seen so many Stan Van Gundy plays out there. So many, like he's chucked like the last play against the Suns was a Brad Stevens play. That's the victory play where the screen where they throw it over the top to LeBron and give it to the 3-point shooter over the screen.
Mhm.
Right at the end, it's like that. It's nothing. It's stuff that he's got from his coaches, rather than there's no like identity that I see from them yet. Do you know what I mean? And the defense hasn't gone better yet.
I don't know if you need to like their own unique identity as long as they can score points, though.
But I feel like a unique identity helps in the later stages of the season. I think at the beginning of the season, it's fine to just play basketball. I think as the season wears on, then at some point you're going to need your team. When some players start being injured, and you're having to rely on a team to come in where everyone's playing a different style of basketball, it doesn't really work. When, let's say, halfway through the season, when LeBron's body starts aging out of him, then it gets a bit more difficult when you haven't got an identity for someone to plop into.
I do have a question though about the Lakers defensively. It's like if you're gonna have Reeves and D'Lo out there, right? Factoring in the guards in the Western Conference against like some of these teams, one of those two is just gonna get cooked, right?
Oh, that's been the story. That's been the story for me to start out the season. Like Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland had like the time of their lives out there, bro.
Both had like 30 something
In
against
the
the
fact that a good.
It's just like I'm looking at it and I'm like, bro, at the two, we have zero athleticism. Well, we have Max Christie, but I guess he has the worst plus minus in the league, like of all the players that are playing actively. So he hasn't been what they've been hoping for to start out with. But to your identity thing, the only thing I can say is probably our identity is like getting to the free throw line.
Hey,
hasn't that always been the Lakers' identity?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can point to. Like, again, dudes come to LA and they forget how to shoot, but
I mean, you're putting up more shots. They might not go in, but you're putting up more 3-point shots.
We put up a lot more threes, though. I'll give him credit. I'll give Jada credit
no,
for that.
Wizards Heat in Mexico City on Saturday.
Yeah. We landed today.
That's tough. That's tough.
They don't care about
get beaten up and then come home.
Get the dub. Don't make that plane trip for nothing.
Disgusting basketball to give them.
Hey, one thing I will say is y'all are looking a hell of a lot better than y'all were last year. That's one thing I will say, because you're actually starting to see, patterns of play. Everybody's, looking like they know a little bit more about what they want to or what they're doing. You can clearly see that Redick has them, geared up. They're playing like he wants to play, and that should be a good sign for you.
I don't know. The Lakers, they look a good team, but it's like the same group of talent ultimately that was there last season.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think this is a question for you, Eddie? Do you think any of your younger players are going to step up, and if so, who do you think is going to be one of the ones that's going to be next man up? I guess you could say.
I only have faith in Dalton. That's literally the only one I can have. I mean, I'd like to have faith in Max Christie because I have no choice. Like I said, like if he had his shit together, I'd have him starting over D'Lo because you have to balance that out. You can't have. But the problem with having Austin handle the point is he's not even a point guard like that. Like Austin turns the ball over a lot too.
Combo.
Yeah, he's more comfortable off the ball. D'Lo makes point guard plays.
Mm-hmm.
He makes idiotic plays at the same time. That's the frustrating part about him.
I also like the improvement of Rui Hachimura now. Like he looks so much better compared to
That's
last
my
year.
boy.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who D'Lo reminds me of? Dembele, bro. Like he makes all the hard shit look easy, but makes all the easy shit look hard. What the fuck is that? What is the disparity in that? That's crazy to me. Like I've never understood that. I never understood that.
What about Christian
go on, bro.
Koloko? Isn't he coming back?
Yeah, but he's gonna start in the G League. I wouldn't expect him to be back for like being the run and lineup shit. Maybe until the next year, after the New Year. Because I can't imagine him.
If the G League team's going away, if the G League team's got their run of fixtures, then how many plays do you have left?
So Vanderbilt's supposed to come back, and that's the only one. So yeah, we're thin. It's a thin roster right now.
Yo, are we saying, guys? Do we agree the Lakers are a top 6 team? I said no.
No.
Nah. I think they're a playing team for sure.
Yeah,
they're a playing team, like how we predicted.
Wait a minute.
They're definitely a playing team.
Let's count. So
Sure.
I like my chances against these Nuggets.
They'll be back though, and you can't beat the Nuggets.
Let's see who else. Let's see. I think we could be.
Oh, Drew Holiday smoked a dunk. Nah, it was crazy.
At our ceiling. Shit, it's like
6. It is exactly 6.
Fourth.
I respect Eddie's delusion, but Eddie also said the Suns were definitely a playing team.
I said that out of spite. I always have an agenda. I'll never give you guys credit.
But my point is, like, your spite works equally in the opposite direction, which is optimism.
Fair point. This is true.
So you gotta take like 2 places off Eddie's optimism at least, and take 2 places off his hatred as well.
This is fair. Yeah. That's a pretty nice breakdown. I can't even.
Clippers 12. I was like, all right.
No, whatever. So let me take the objectivity out of it. Excuse me. 6 is actually where if we stay just like this though.
You know what?
If we stay just like this and everybody's healthy, and that's a lot of ifs. 6.
Hey, if the stars align, bro, the stars align.
Hey man, the stars align.
That's not that kind of stuff.
Stars align. Lakers 6th place. Let's go.
No. We're done.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'll stay 6th place, but it'll be close.
I'm gonna say play-in because one of their stars is gonna get injured, and then I think it's gonna get crazy.
100%. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way 100% of their team is staying healthy for the whole of the year.
It matters about 100. It matters about 2 guys. The rest of them don't matter that much.
I think Austin Reeves getting injured hurts them as well a lot.
Oh yeah. I mean,
LeBron would run the point, and then it's literally just scoring on 2 people. Because you can't rely on D'Lo.
Guys, the Hornets are down 1 against the Celtics.
This is
Oh
real
shit.
basketball.
This is
But now
really
you see, with me, it's like honestly, I was down to trade Austin Reeves last year because I said, okay, trade him to the Hawks, get DeJounte Murray. I can live with DeJounte Murray and D'Lo in the backcourt. I can't see this D'Lo Austin Reeves another year. And where are we at today?
hey man, it happens.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's just not. There's another side of the court. Like they try and hide it
You
as
guys
much
have
as they
picture
can.
photo of one nice white guy, so you can trade Reeves.
No, I think it's gonna be D'Lo. It's gonna be D'Lo for sure. But what we get back is the question.
You won't get anything for D'Lo.
Yeah,
No, I think they get some. They get some. I think they get like at least
It's
2
not
draft
the
picks.
player. It's not the
You'll get
player.
one
It's the
pick.
contract. It's not the player. It's the contract.
Unless it's the second, they only get one pick, and it will be like lottery protected.
We'll get a player back. We'll have to get a player back.
yo, I just saw Peyton Pritchard hit somebody with the Dirk fadeaway.
Oh dang.
This
Tough
is
shot
not a real
maker,
game.
Peyton Pritchard.
Nah, but I would say if y'all do get anything for D'Lo, it'll probably be like a player and like maybe like a 3rd round pick or something like that.
Isn't D'Lo on like an $18 million a year contract?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, we got Yusuf Nurkic.
Dog. That's why you guys are losing games. If we're gonna, I watched him yesterday. It was the funniest. The one play just summed him up perfectly.
Yo,
He
Nurkic is
got
so
the
shit, bro.
He's so shit. He got the rebound, and it's literally KD on one side of the floor, Booker on the other. He's like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna run point on this,
Myself.
brother. Watch me. Goes
I'm
across
Yusuf
half court,
Nurkic.
tries to be slick and throw like some type of backways pass for a KD walk up three, and the Clippers just stole it and going for the bucket, bro. It was just,
Oh.
it was beautiful to see.
Hey
It was
man, you don't
beautiful
have
to
to tell
see,
me how
but
bad Nurkic is.
I know. You have 82. You have 82 examples, but damn.
They just,
But you can't move him, huh?
Nurkic keeps trying, but like he's just not good.
Yeah. No, he's not good at all.
Like, guys, I don't know how much. I don't know if you guys understand. But like, I would die for Miles Turner right now.
Oh, bro, that would actually be a phenomenal
You know
piece
the
for
worst part
y'all.
is the Pacers wanted to trade Ayton for, I think it was Miles Turner and Toppin at the time.
No way.
The Suns said nah, and then we traded him for Nurkic.
Oh,
Why did we do that?
oh. I ain't gonna lie. If y'all would have had Miles Turner instead of Aiton, y'all probably would have won something. I ain't gonna lie, because Miles Turner's a baller.
Look,
He ain't no punk like Aiton.
hey, respect DeAndre Ayton, all right? Don't do that. That's the final
Peter, quickly. What's your opinion on Bradley Beal?
I think his contract's disgusting, but I actually like how Beal's down to like be a glorified role player. Like I don't hold that against him.
At least one person likes him.
Bro, I don't see what people expect Beal to be in this team.
No, he just had my franchise in a chokehold.
No. I think it was more along the lines of they tried to build around Beal. They tried to build around the tandem of Wall and Beal, and it was never gonna work. I don't know why they tried to force it.
I'm telling you, it would have worked.
Star kind of person, somebody who's actually able to get to the rim and finish at the rim. I like having Beal on our team. I just don't expect him to score 25 points a game.
The problem is when he was at my team, John Wall came back and Bill wasn't ready to let go of the team being his team.
Hey man,
and
that's not a problem that we have.
So we had to trade for Russell Westbrook and basically get rid of our probably best, maybe Gil, best player in recent memory.
John Wall. Hey, you man, big up, yeah, big up.
All right, bro.
Hey, big up, Fats.
And yeah, it was, and it ended horribly because Bill wasn't the player he thought he was.
Yeah, no,
at the Wizards,
see how that would end bad. Like the games without Kevin Durant or Booker for our team are terrible, but the games without Beal are almost never terrible. Like he's like a third option kind of guy, but he shouldn't be like your main guy.
Yeah.
But I like him. I'd actually like. I'm not mad at him and his role on our team.
You mad at paying him 50 million?
He's like 60 something, but like somebody has to sacrifice, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that I just don't think he fits there.
Bradley Bill's on a super max contract, isn't that?
But again, like when your stars want you to trade for Beal and they package all your second round picks and Chris Paul and you can do it, like
Yeah.
our option was 40-year-old Chris Paul and some second round picks. It's not like we had a ton of options.
No,
But you have to live with
not,
it now.
It's not even like you said. I mean, like we all know, players run this league low key. So
They really do now, anyway.
Yeah,
like
like
he said, they wanted, he was going to get,
the
especially because they got him there.
The real fuck up for the Suns is trading Ayton for Nurkic and Grayson Allen.
Facts.
Yeah, man. That was a terrible trade. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, y'all are gonna lose.
That's the real problem. Like that Beal contract, yeah, if the owner is willing to pay the luxury tax, then really who cares? And like clearly he is.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Nurkic is like
It still stops you
unplayable
being able to trade
game.
for someone else.
What's up?
It still stops you from being able to trade for any other pieces. And because he got no trade clause, you're kind of locked in now.
Yeah, but we were going to lose that salary slot anyways and just have a bunch of second round picks. Like we weren't going to get anything better for Chris Paul's contract.
But you have you have a lot less flexibility now. You just got to sign players to everything's a minimum now.
Yeah, everything's a minimum, or we have to like take exact money back in trades. Yeah. But they have Grayson Allen in the contract. They have Nurkic. They have Royce O'Neal, who I don't think they're going to trade, funnily enough, because he's been playing really well. So like they have contracts to trade in a 2031 pick if they want to. The real issue is our center's borderline unplayable at the end of games.
I swear y'all came back with him. I didn't finish the game, but I swear y'all came back probably with him on the bench.
Yeah, no, they went to Plumlee in the second half against the Lakers.
Yeah, I know. When he went off, that's when y'all started putting belt to ass.
Like, it's happened in a few games. Like they've gone to Plumlee, and then when Plumlee gets tired, instead of going with the big, they just play KD at the 5.
Because honestly, Plumlee, like this guy Nurkic doesn't understand, bro. We're not trying to pass you the ball at all.
Yeah,
you are not here for that, man. He's out here trying to show post moves and stuff. Like, bro, you are not here for that.
And Plumlee gets it. He'll have 12 rebounds. I respect that.
Hey, Nurkic just think he's him, bro.
10 boards, a couple blocks. Like, he's cool with that.
Nurkic had like 20 something against Dallas, and then thought he was him all week. It was crazy.
For real, man.
Can't be doing that.
Yeah,
and it's just the way it is. The way you guys have to play is like. You just got somebody in the dunker, not even in posting up, just in the dunker, because you give those 3 guys an island to operate on, and that's you at your best capability. Tyus Jones just making sure everybody passes like a little bit. That's when you guys are at your
Tyus
peak.
Jones has actually been sick for us.
Yeah, he's a solid one. He's a solid one.
Wasn't last year.
Tyus Jones has been actually incredible. This Hornets Celtics game is a 2-point game again.
The Hornets are hanging in there.
3, so shout out to them. But yeah, guys, we've been here almost 2 hours. I would ask if we have any predictions for the next 2 weeks of basketball, but it doesn't matter really.
Bro, yeah, things fluctuate so quickly in the NBA. It's not like football, so there's really no way to tell how these teams are going to perform because anything can happen. Injuries.
Yeah.
You could have a mad result where a team gets an upset. So
what happens? The play-in tournament will have started.
Yeah.
You'll never be able to say you were the first time in-season champions in the NBA. Just understand that, people.
That's true because the ref called the timeout with the ball rolling out of bounds. You're correct, Eddie.
Get your bag up. Get your bag up.
That was the most disgraceful call I've ever seen.
Get your bag up. Get your bag up.
LeBron calling timeout with the ball rolling on the floor, and they said, "Yep, that's fine."
Come on, man. We out here letting people break NBA records, get their kids on the court.
Yeah, man.
Same time hitting them refs with that brown paper bag. We do it all, man. Y'all better get like us or figure something else out.
But yeah, guys. Flawless asking the question. Nuggets gonna turn it around? I'm sure. Why not?
Yeah, they should.
yes, but let me actually look at what Denver have as a schedule because I'm literally just hot taking this.
All right,
I think they play
pull it
the
up real quick.
Timberwolves.
Let me
Play the Timberwolves tonight.
see. Western
They
They
play the
got
Timberwolves.
the
Yeah.
T-Wolves tonight.
Ooh,
Whoa.
that's horrible.
Nuggets.
Oh, they
Ooh.
have a homestand against Utah and Toronto. So if they don't win those games, blow it up.
And then they
Facts.
got the Thunder, Heat, Mavs.
Thunder, Heat.
Ooh, yeah, this is a tough stretch. Oh, that's a
You
tough
know,
stretch.
then wait, these motherfuckers have 4 days off after that? God damn. Yeah, no. So next time we talk,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, wait, they
they
go.
in their next 6 games, I think they'll win 4 of them. Let's go with that.
They beat
Yeah, so go ahead.
they beat the Jazz. They beat the Raptors. They beat the Heat.
I think they beat the Heat, and I think they'll beat Dallas.
Yeah, I think
Hey,
they can
man.
beat the Thunder. I don't know. I
Daniel
think
Gafford versus Jokic. I don't know.
I
that's another
mean,
one of my boys, man. We just feed in the league. That's what we do.
I don't
Feed the
know,
league.
man. That game is tough. That game is tough. Like I can honestly see that game going either way, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. Look, I'm a hater. I watch the Suns. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, no, I hear it, bro. I hear it.
I watched Clay trying to run around and guard Devin Booker. I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I thought this was going to be.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I was hoping against hope that it would be something different, but it is what it is. We just got to dig deep and try to just gel as a unit. Try to get defensively better. Like if you know your teammate can't guard somebody, give them some help. And that's just gonna come with time. That's gonna come with time.
Both your guards.
Hey, listen, man, we got a lot of shooters, but like Peter said earlier, not a whole lot of defense, man. And it's a little jarring, but I think
It's so funny.
if we can somehow keep the ship afloat to the playoffs. I mean, we're fifth right now. We're fifth right now. If we can just stay here, I'm cool.
No, the Mavericks will win games. They will score more points than people and will just create better shots and will win. Like it's not a bad strategy, but I think just leaning all in on fuck it, we're making these corner threes now, but we might not defend anybody is super.
It's ugly, bro. It's ugly. It's not a recipe for success, bro. It's not.
Super funny to watch.
Hey, listen, I'm here for the offense, bro. I'm here for the offense. It is what it is. Like, it might not be as defensively resolute as, Mavericks of yesteryear, but it is what it is. I'm enjoying the high flying offense. I know we play shit defense. It is what it is. I know we're gonna lose games. As long as we there or thereabouts come close to playoff time or playing or whatever, I'm cool. As long as we're in the playoffs, we're competing. I feel like if we make it to the playoffs, we'll be able to do our dirt. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of surviving until then.
Oh my god!
In my opinion.
Mixed Peyton Pritchard.
But yeah, to answer your question, Flawless, I wouldn't say next couple of weeks. I still think it's a little too early to turn tail on the Nuggets. It's only 4 games played for them, 5 tonight. I would say give them like 20, 25 games to get up to speed, and then we can judge there.
Yeah,
that'll be about the quarter mark of the season. So that'll probably be the best way to kind of gauge how they're looking at that point. And if they're still floundering right now, then yeah, I think it's safe to say that they may be going through a little bit of a crisis, But yes, I still think it's just a tad too early to be counting them out just yet.
I'm gonna say, guys, I would probably wait till about Christmas to say teams are cooked, unless you're the Bucks and unless you're the Jazz. Those are 2 teams that I know are cooked. Joe Mazzulla is speaking on the sideline about something super random. So
I appreciate the
Charlotte. So they got a tech. LaMelo missed the free throw, though, because he's a loser. Yeah, guys, this has been another stream. We got LQ, the Wizards fan. He will be a regular addition to this show, happening again bi-weekly on or about 11 p.m. UK time. You will get any sort of amalgamation of the people that you see on the watch-alongs. So it might be all Lakers with Eddie and Fator. It might be no Lakers. They might not be here.
Hopefully.
Flawless will probably be back next week. But I think, he had to go visit his secret family. It is what it is. It gets like that. You hold it down, man. It's first of the month. Had to go see the secret kids. It's all good.
Hey, gotta hold it down, man. Gotta hold it down. It is what it is. Gotta show your face from time to time.
But so yeah, you guys know where to find me at least. My @ is there. Follow me if you like random sports tweets. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. But LQ, anything you want to plug or anything you want to get off your chest before we go?
YouTube, LQ Talks Hoops. Subscribe. Watch. Just watch. Just watch. That's fine.
Hey guys, YouTube, LQ Talks Hoops. You heard it here first. Watch and then subscribe eventually. Eddie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Eddie, you have anything you want to say before you leave us?
No, shout out to the new manager. First and foremost. It's the only thing I'm really caring about right now.
Hey, that's true. That did happen as well. So you might have some optimism on the United side of your life. So that's good.
I'm a rim.
Facts.
Elijah,
Lakers in 6. Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6. It's not even the playoffs yet.
It'll ring.
He's hoping
It'll
at
ring
a 6 seed.
Lakers in 6. Lakers in 6.
Yeah, wait. What? You got to make it first.
Come on, hey! Don't disrespect us like that. Bro. Don't do it.
What do you mean don't disrespect? You guys
You're tripping. Okay, I let them play in. First off, we probably have the highest win percentage in the play-in of all the teams.
Yeah,
so
probably.
Even if we go that route, don't disrespect us, bro. It's guaranteed.
But you're also, I want to say, the only team that's been in the play-in every year.
Every single year, yeah.
This is what I'm saying, people. It's the Lakers. It's the Lakers.
And Eddie said, "Let me take my wins while I can, damn it."
It's not even that. Like, bro, I got the LeBron card. I got the Uno Draw 4. I got the LeBron card. I got the viewership. Feel what I'm saying? Shout out Scott Foster. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got that in the book too, bro. But yeah,
Anyways, Elijah, we're done talking to Eddie. Before we get out of here.
All right, big up to my mandem in the panel, everybody that was here, everybody that loved. Big up Flawless, appreciate you for giving us the platform, having us come on here, talk our ish, talk our basketball, you know what I'm saying? Next time you'll see us probably be right before the play-in tournament, I believe, right? The in-season tournament, right?
I think the first round of games is that night, I want to say.
Yeah. It's either the 14th or the 15th, right?
Yeah.
It's that week.
Yeah. So y'all will get a courtside before.
Hey, Halliburton box score watch. We got 5 points and 2 assists with 2 minutes to go before halftime. I don't like this.
Oh. Halliburton.
We'll talk soon.
You on fraud watch, my guy?
Numbers. We might need to call an emergency meeting.
Hey, Halliburton. You on fraud watch, my guy?
58 points, 2 assists.
Hey, that's very
fraud watch. Hey, you better have a monster second half. That's all I'm saying.
That's very 20.
Respect TJ McConnell.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna love you. We're gonna leave you. I think Flawless is redirecting. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how that works, but he's somewhere there in the background, and he will figure that shit out. So wherever you get redirected to, run the likes up, subscribe if you want to. But again, we will be here every couple of weeks talking NBA basketball. We're gonna love you and leave you. We are out of here.
Love, people.